What's good, guys? It's been a minute since I dropped a video. Today we're just going to get back to basics and cook up a beat from scratch. Don't really have a plan for this beat, but here's a little preview of what we end up cooking up. Today I'm just going to start by setting a tempo. Let's go for 92. I'm just going to set this into a scale. So let's go for F minor. And I always find that if I don't quite know what vibe I want to start with, I always just start out with piano, because I think it's the easiest to make a melody with. I've just gone for the Noto del Concerto from Arturia here. So I'm just going to start this one off on the root note here. We're going to go ahead and make a really simple minor triad. So all we're going to do here is skip one in the scale and move up one, then do the same here. Copy this one over. In fact, go down. Kind of pain vibes maybe. Come down again. And we'll come down just once more for this last chord here. See how these sound. I'm not quite feeling this one, so I'm just going to go ahead and switch up some notes. Prefer that. So with emotional melodies like this, I like to try and get a bit of space in between these notes. So I'm just going to take these here and drop them down an octave. Kind of helps fill out the frequency spectrum a bit more. Gives us all this room in the middle here to play with as well. Could even try taking all these middle notes an octave up. So I'm just going to hold shift and up. Gives it a bit more kind of emotion in there. What we could do here is just copy this over, and then just to give some variation on this last one here, we'll bring it to a different chord. I think I just want to bring these notes in a little bit, maybe something like this. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Okay, let's take all of these. We're just going to randomize the velocities. I'm going to go for about 25, and we're just going to bring them down so they're a bit softer. Maybe we could go ahead and strum some of these chords as well. I'm just going to go to this transform tab here, come to strum. I'm going to set this around about maybe 20. Even maybe try bringing this one in. Do the same here, so let's bring this one in. We'll just hit transform on these as well, and I'll just stretch these ones back out. Just copy these over from here. Then it makes sense if we just copy these ones over as well. And of course, these three here, we'll just bring back. Then this one here, we can go ahead and transform as well. But now that we've got the basic chords down, we can go ahead and add to this to make a really easy melody. I'm just going to start out by taking these bottom notes. We'll bring them down an octave as well. We'll just drop the velocity on that one down. Kind of fills out the low end a little bit more. Now we can go ahead and add some connecting notes in these gaps here and here. I think here on the C. We could even do one here as well. Then I think on this part here, we could maybe do a run down the scale, something like this. These over. Let's take these ones over as well. But then on here, just for the end of the 8 bars, we can add some variation to this as well. Maybe just pull an extra note in. Pull this one up to here, in fact. Like that. Maybe we could go ahead and add something in higher up. Take the velocity on that way down. It just sticks out way too much. Drag this one out as I feel there's too much of a gap here. Same on this one. Even do that here. So let's go ahead and add a top line to this, maybe something up here. I don't want to add too much here. I want to keep it quite kind of emotional, leaving plenty of space in this. Space those out a little further. Maybe one more hit here. And then let's do something here, maybe something like this. And then just one more note here. Like that. Let's copy these over and let's just grab all of these. Grab these as well. Grab these two. I, I'm just going to randomize the velocities again here and just pull them down slightly as well. Maybe one more hit here. And then let's do something here, maybe something like this. And then just one more note here. Like that. Let's copy these over and let's just grab all of these. Grab these two. I'm just going to randomize the velocities again here and just pull them down slightly as well. So I'm liking this, but I think this last kind of 2-bar section needs to just be a little bit more fuller, just to kind of differentiate from the start. Let's add some extra notes in here as well. Maybe add an extra one here by going up one. And then let's pull an extra one in here. Bring those down. And an extra one here as well. Let's take them all. We're just going to hit humanize here, but we're going to set it to about 6%. And just for good measure, I'm just going to randomize everything again by a small amount. Let's go for another 10. Okay, so for the next layer, I'm just going to copy these over. Go ahead and take out all these connecting notes. Take this whole bottom layer off. Take out all these connecting notes as well. These ones, all these top notes. Take this one out as well. Just stretch this one over. And then for this layer here, I just want to find a pad. I've actually come into Nexus 5 for this. Feeling this Heavenly Bodies preset here. Take out the low end as well. And then back on this piano here, I'm just going to take out the low end as well. Let's add just a touch of delay on the piano too. I'm just going to drop the mix to about 85%. We'll drop this feedback down as well. We'll bring this low cut up. Want this right up at about 500. We'll bring this high cut down as well. Add a little bit of motion in this pad as well using Kickstart. I'm just going to set it to this shape here. We'll bring this mix down about 50%. Kind of makes it move slightly. Just going to go ahead and put some drums down just to get the bounce. I'm going to go for this snare here out of the Pantheon kit that I've been working on. I think I'm going to go for this kick here. Start out really simple with the snare. Bring that all the way across. Then on the second bar here, I'm just going to add this one in. Then maybe on this last one here, we could add this as well. I think we could maybe actually layer that with another snare as well. Maybe something a bit shorter like this one here. Let's take these ones here up to this. Okay, let's put some kicks in. Keep these really simple. Copy that over. Right, so I'm going to add an 808 next just to fill out the lower frequencies and add some energy into the beat. For this beat, I've actually gone with an 808 called Holy Water. It's out of one of Durkee's packs. Shout out to Durkee. Just going to follow the pattern of the kick and the bass notes in the chord progression. Then on the pattern, when we have two kicks together like this, just going to add some variation in. Maybe even bring this one up higher. And then as we've got a little bit of a gap here, we can just add some extra notes. Let's maybe do something like this. And this one here will drop down. On this one here, we could add some variation again. Just copy these over. Then here at the end, let's add some variation for the end of the 8 bars. Let's maybe we'll still do these two, but let's take this one up an octave. Let's maybe add one extra hit in here as well. There we go, I'm feeling that. Then we can remove this one here as we've got an extra hit of the snare instead of the kick instead. Okay, so for this beat, the next thing that I want to put in it is a vocal. Now, really good places to find those are places like Arcade or Splice. But recently, I've been using a lot of vocal shots from TrackLib. So I'm just going to go ahead, load up TrackLib, have a browse and see what I can find. So what I like to do here is come to All Sounds. Then I'm just going to go to Instrument and I'm going to select Vocals. Now you can go ahead and select a scale here. I don't always do this because sometimes I like to pitch bend them. But for this one, I'm just going to go to F minor. Let's narrow this down a little bit further. So I'm just going to select Female. Okay, so I'm liking this one. It's already in my library as well, so that's always handy. However, I'm just going to go through a few, as I might have used that in a beat before. I can't really remember. This could be pretty dope. Give that a try. Bring this gain up just so we can see what we're working with here. Okay, I'm liking that. I think we can maybe bring this in. I think we could get rid of probably all this part here. The same here as well. Let's just fade this a little bit. Let's go ahead and grab this one as well from the top that was already in my library. Drag that in. Maybe don't need a section here where this one's playing. We could kind of alternate between them. Let's take this part out. Let's just fade this as well. Bring this one across. Pull it out a bit and fade it from a bit further. Like that. Add a bit of energy in next with the hi-hat. Put in this one here. Bring the sustain down on this. We'll just keep these really simple on a two-step pattern, and then we'll just add in a couple of rolls. Let's go to the triplet grid. I'm into 32s. Do one here. Put this over. Do one there as well. Then because we got this one here, I don't want these ones here. Let's take those out. Copy these 2 bars over. However, let's get rid of that one there. Actually, let's keep that one. We'll switch up this one here. Go for a little roll here at the end. Make sure we put it on the triplet grid. Could either have it like that, we could come into 64s, and we could do 2 of them. Bring the velocity on those down. And then just for a little bit of bounce, we'll add in some lower notes down here. Adds in that bounce. Yeah, I'm feeling this. Grab them all and just randomize them by a small amount. Let's go ahead and randomize the panning on these as well. Go for about 30. Adding a little bit more percussion, so I'm just going to start with this tambourine. Keep it really simple. Come on to classic mode as well and just bring the sustain down. We'll just bring the decay up slightly. Go for this ride bell as well. Like that. Bring the volume down. On this one right, on this one left. Go for the Catalyst crash out the Keep It 500 kit. As always, the Keep It 500 kit is a completely free kit and the link is always in the description down below. Put this in, but just bring the velocity down. Do another hit here, but bring the velocity right down. Maybe there. I'm going to add this ride cymbal as well. This will play just during the chorus section. I'm just going to put this on a really simple pattern all the way across. So it's just going to go like this. Bring the velocity on those up though. We'll randomize them by a bit as well. We can just humanize these 2. And I think what I want to do here with this is just use this ramp function. We can kind of bring them down, kind of like echoing all the way through the beat. And I'm just going to add this shaker from Splice as well. This will just add a little bit more tempo in. We bring this maybe here. Have it coming all the way across. Don't want that first hit here. Then we could use the ramp function to go the opposite way as the other cymbal. Something like this. And then I think for the chorus section, just to kind of thicken it out a little bit, just going to go ahead and add this string ensemble here from Contact. I'm thinking we just keep this really simple and follow the chord progression. drag all these notes all the way to the top so they're kind of even. And we can just go ahead and randomize them as well. Just quantize these with Control and U as well. Now we can add in just a little bit of variation too. Maybe something like this. Add an extra one in here. Copy this over. Now I'm just going to copy this track over here. Then on this second version here, I'm just going to add some reverb. I'm going to keep it quite high, bring this decay down just a little bit. Then all I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze and flatten this track, or bounce track into place as it's now called. And the only reason I've done that is to get this kind of tail from the reverb here. I'm just going to reverse. I'm going to add that in here. Make sure we can bring that back to there. Right kind of on this grid. That's kind of like a small transition. Bring the gain on this up. I'm just going to add a little bit of kickstart to it as well. Make that a bit faster. Like that. And this original here, we can just kind of bring that in like that. Just dampen the sound a bit as well on the top end. I think all this beat really needs is just some bits of ear candy to finish this section off. Then we can go ahead and add a bass line as well to alternate between the bass line and the 808. Before I do that though, I think I just want to wash this string out into the background a bit. Let's turn this mix quite high. We'll bring the decay down. It's a bit more in the background now. Let's try and find a little bit of ear candy. I've just come into Arcade. I'm just going to go to this Tasty Jams line here. Try out some of these. I'm quite liking the sound of this one here. Just that little kind of riff there. I'm going to go ahead and record that in, and then we'll convert it down into audio and remove the start. That's all I need from this, so I'm just going to copy this over. And this one here, we'll just bounce it in place. I know we can get rid of this part. Just keep this here. Arcade is just really good for adding those little bits of ear candy. And even though a lot of people have used and rinsed the sounds on this, you can remember that you can just chop them up, change them around, or even just get rid of the start of them like I've done here. So let's come back into Arcade and maybe find another bit of ear candy. Okay, so after a little bit of browsing, I found this sound in the Honey pack on Arcade. This is in the Day After Day line. It's just this little sound here. I think that'll work really well at the end of the 4 bars. That's all I need, just this little section here. Bring this all the way out. We'll just go ahead and quantize this as well. Bounce this in place. And when we come out of the chorus, we can have a stripped version of this. So let's just take some of these notes out, get the top line off, take out these notes here. And just little tricks like that, taking a few notes out here and there can really open it out for the verse. Obviously, a lot of the way you can make variation throughout the verse is just to bring things in and out as well. Small drop of the hi-hats here and there, maybe switch up the snare, things like that. The only thing I think I need to add here is that respace. So for this, I've just come into Heat Up 3, come into the bass smooth, and I've gone with this Future Moog. All we're going to do is come into the piano here. We're just going to take these lower notes, place these into here. We'll just bring these velocities all the way up, see how this sounds with the beat. Maybe try taking these ones up. And let's just do a little run down the scale here as well. And let's just do an extra note there. I think that's maybe overdoing it. We could just do the same here as we got on that side. A little bit less though. The other option we got, which I'm going to try out now, is to maybe bring in a bass guitar instead and just play in a bass line. For this, I've come into the Scarby Rickenbacker on Contact and I've selected the Raven. We could maybe even try the same notes. However, with an electric bass like this, we could just add a bit more in as well. Add something extra here as well. Let's do an extra one there too. And in all honesty, I think I prefer that to the respace we put in before. But I might end up using both when I structure it. I don't really know yet. So I'm going to go ahead and structure it all out and play you out with the final beat like I always do. As always, I hope you've enjoyed the cook-up. Let me know what you think of the final beat in the comments down below. And let me know your favorite tips and tricks to get some ear candy into your beats as well. And until next time, I've been SK. Peace.